Good morning. Luckily, the weather last night was not as bad as forecasted. We just got some intermittent light rain and lightning in the distance, but even that was kind of intermittent. I think we camped just the right spot where all the storms kind of moved on around us, and that was it. So one way or the other, I think we made the right choice. We were definitely getting a little closer comfort on some of the storms in the area. But today we're going to try to make up some miles and do close to 22 to 24, so we'll put us back in a good position. So I'm up nice and early and continuing a muddy road walk. I've already got 10 pounds of mud caked on each shoe, just like yesterday. And let's see, in a few miles from here, less than 2 or so, I think, we should be hitting the junction to get back to the CDT. And there's what my feet look like. Looks like this is where we're picking the CDT back up. There's some rock cairns and a trail in the woods. Something I've noticed out here that's kind of funny that the CDT does with their blazes. You'll notice some that are at an angle. And what they represent is at a turn in the trail. So it's angled off to the right. And our trail is curving off to the right. Go back to road walking. Here's the first water source for the day. Looks clear enough. I think the next one is in about 16 miles or so. Starting to get pretty tired of stomping through all this mud. Every once in a while the trail gets rocky enough to where you can kind of kick it off, and then you're caked in mud again. I feel like it's really slowing me down some. I'm getting that feeling that all day is going to be stomping through muddy road walking. There's looking back towards Mount Taylor. Looks like rain's coming down in some of those clouds. I was kind of hoping all the weather kind of stays just around the mountain and towards Grants. It's still kind of only like 10 o'clock or so. So none of the afternoon storms are really popping off yet. But it looks okay for now. I feel like I'm making a good pace and timing today, but I think I need a break here in a little bit. The trail is just too muddy and too rocky. I think we've only been on actual trail through the woods for like a mile today. Oh, I just speeding my feet up. I'm due for a break. I'm stopped for a sit-down break on the side of the trail, eating some snacks, drinking water. We might be about halfway done with the total distance I'm looking to do for today. That's kind of hard to tell. Don't know exactly where I'm going to end up. But we're got 9 miles until the next water source. So, kind of at the point maybe where I'm just going to be taking a break every hour or so. But I kind of want to keep pushing forward as much as possible. Kind of get all these miles out early, just in case I get dumped on with thunder, lightning, rain, and all that. But so far the weather's staying away from me. It's definitely building to the south towards the mountains. But nothing up this way yet. So we'll be back on trail shortly. Just try to keep moving at a good pace. We're done with the break, starting to get back on trail. As far as weather goes, there's some stuff building off that way, and the way the stuff has been moving, that's the nearest one that could be threatening to my position. We'll keep an eye on it. Everything else, though, I think is safely out of the way. Sign by the side of the road says Canyon del Dado. Must be kind of that rocky bit over there. And there's all to the south. That's where all the big storms are building. Stuff in my immediate vicinity actually doesn't look too bad. Don't even know if I'm gonna get rained on. And if I do, it might be just really light. The muddy dirt roads are mostly dried off by now. There's still a couple of muddy patches, but it's not nearly as bad as it was this morning. There's kind of to the northeast of us. That storm system's been the closest threat. A couple of lightning strikes and dumping heavy rain. But it looks like it's been drifting further away from us, which is nice. Definitely keeping a close eye on the weather. I just got done with this 10-minute short sit-down break, and there's another storm coming my way. This one's going to be close. That one's producing heavy rain, thunder in the distance, and it's coming my way. So I'm going to see how far I can get before I may be forced to hunker down somewhere. So there's north, that's the way I'm going. I don't know how, but I am barely staying ahead of the weather. It's all closing in behind me. It's definitely close. I may still get rained on at any moment. I'm just going to keep going until I have to hunker down somewhere. Well, the weather finally caught me. After I started hearing the lightning getting closer and closer, then just took off to the side of the trail, into the trees a little bit, kind of on a little bit of a slope, but I am dry. All my stuff is dry. I was able to get in before it really started raining. Just lightly sprinkling for now, but I'll be tucked in here for the next while as the storm all kind of rolls by. Hopefully sooner rather than later, but they look like they're kind of slow-moving storms, so this may take a little bit. Well, that was fun. We're back on trail. Right up there is where I was hiding. The storm rolled right over the ridge. And it's that one right there, fading off in the distance. Looks pretty mean. All things considered, we didn't get rained on really that hard at all. Just right enough on the edge of it. Next stop is going to be water. About a little over a mile, I think. I'm currently on the side trail to go find the hidden spring. It's about a half mile down, then a half mile back. But I gotta do it, because water is scarce out here. It's supposed to be a really pretty little trail, though. Yeah, there's a pretty little canyon walk. I can see some down there. That might be our destination, little water troughs. And we got rain clouds all around us still. This looks nice. Yeah, what we saw from above is the water source. And I'm gonna fill up here, dry camping tonight. Next to water is something like 12 miles from here, so. Well, I'm right on the edge of another long line of thunderstorms. I don't know how long this will last, but I've got my tarp up as an emergency shelter, and I'll just check back later. Well, here we go. The end of a long day. It was a break in the weather. I had to hunker down for like 45 minutes and then made a run for it. Made it a couple more miles down the road. I think this is about where I was aiming to get set up anyway. Literally right off the trail. Haven't seen Easy or Sprite, but they may be making it this far. If they do, they'll see me. I just gotta throw the rain fly on and I'll be set otherwise. And for now, I'm just gonna get all settled in, get my warm clothes on. I managed to stay dry all day, hunkering down in between storms, which was quite a feat, but I think that's it. So I'm gonna get dinner going. I'm gonna get to bed. Another long day tomorrow. The goal at the end of tomorrow should be some kind of big display of trail magic that's been advertised for a while. The guys have been set up there for a number of weeks now, and we'll be able to catch the tail of it before they pack up and finish their stuff. So that's the goal for tomorrow, but it's still like 23 miles or so from here, approximately. So we'll get to see that at the end of the day. Dodging storms again. Whew. So thanks for watching. I'll see y'all in the morning. Good morning. Last night was nice and quiet, calm. Just had little sprinklings of rain, probably somewhere around midnight or so. And woke up all alone, so the other guys are somewhere, probably camped maybe back at the water source a few miles back or something. But we're going to try to all end up at the same place for tonight where the trail magic is at, which is something like 23 or so miles from here. I'm going to do the same and just kind of get the quick miles as much as I can in by like noon, and then see what storms develop. I think the weather's going to be maybe the same as it was yesterday, so dodging weather, may have to hunker down for a bit. It's a chilly morning. Sun's up there in the clouds. Probably like 40 degrees. That trail's a little muddy, but this is much nicer than road walking. Come out to a nice little overlook. I was just thinking about how every rock out here is lava rock. And there's more volcanic activity, it seems, in New Mexico than Northern California, Oregon, and Washington combined. Though I'm sure this stuff is dormant and much older. I was just taking a look at the maps and the elevations and things, and we got about 18 miles left to our destination for today. That's down at 6,000 feet or so. And we're currently up at like 8,000 feet, so nice descending type of day. A lot of dead trees up in this patch. Some of it's charred, like a forest fire swept through here. We're starting to make our way down a steep descent. There's like a mini version of the Grand Canyon down there. The wash that has caused all the erosion, the river channel, is usually dry, but with all the rain we've had, it might be kind of flooded, and we're going to have to cross it at some point. It's still kind of early, but as stuff like that starts building, and I'm going to be down in the lowlands, in these valleys and washes, definitely puts me more at risk for some flash floods. I feel like I got to get through this section as quick as possible, but I don't know how long this could last. This is an awesome little descent. Probably the best view on trail so far. I made it to the one and only water source for the day. There's kind of a dirty cow trough over there, and then there's more of a natural spring over here. But even this isn't that pretty looking. It's got things floating in it and whatever, but so I'm gonna fill up here. I was trying to determine where the next water was gonna be at, but it may be something like 30 or 40 miles from here. It's kind of hard to tell. Everything looks like it's all dry. Hopefully this stuff at the Trail Magic tonight has water to replenish, but otherwise I'm just filling up as much as I can and packing out of here heavy. Looks like we made it to the canyon floor. I see muddy water down there. That's the Arroyo Chico. Looks like we're crossing it right about here somewhere. You can see the trail pick up on the other side over there. Let's go see what it looks like. Yeah, what a muddy mess this is. Probably dry on average. Well, I got halfway across without getting wet yet, but I'm just going to trudge right through it. I can easily see that this would sink in your foot and you lose your shoes, but let's see how it goes. Oh, that wasn't bad. Ankle deep. Didn't lose my shoes. Well, now I just want to get away from these storms as quick as I can. Those are the closest ones to threaten us, kind of out to the south and west. Need to get back up some elevation a little bit, back into some tree cover, if there's any to be had. Just one homestead out here in this canyon valley. There's the homestead up there. All this weather is coming right to me. And it's just dumping rain out that way. So I think I'm gonna get hit. This could be the worst one yet. And we got little to no trees. Maybe something in like a few miles ahead. I just gotta keep moving. No thunder in the distance yet. I've just been pushing as fast as I can for like the last 20 minutes. The storm is just on the edge of rolling around to the south of me. This is gonna be close. I may or may not get rained on, but it's close. Thunder in the distance, but it's not that close. I gotta take a break. I'm exhausted. I've been moving real quick the last hour. But I may have successfully outrun the thunderstorm. There's kind of two cells right next to each other. So I'm gonna sit down and take a break. It's 1 o'clock. I haven't had lunch yet. I'm gonna stuff my face. I think I'm safe for now. Well, I've been sheltering down for the last hour and I think I'm good now. There's the first storm. There's storm number 2. But I think we're clear now. So we'll be getting back on trail. Lots of neat sandstone rock formations up here. Oh, these gates are always fun. Oh, that one was tight. Okay. And somebody up ahead is popping off shots. I hope they know that this is a major hiking trail. The trail's got us up on a rise a little bit. Still hearing gunshots, less than a mile. Somewhere right ahead of here. Makes you nervous for what they're shooting at. Well, I'm past the shooters. I could see where they were at. They were precariously close to the trail. I don't think they know that the trail goes right through this area. They were just kind of randomly parked off the side of a dirt road and started shooting into a hillside. They thought it was safe to be out here in the middle of nowhere, but anyway, we made it past those guys all right. Oh, we got like another 5 more miles or so to do, I think, and then we're done for the day. There's some scenic badland cliffs up here. I feel like this part's neat to look at, but it's slowing me down. It's been a long day, and I'm getting tired. And we still got a couple miles to go. Here comes the next line of storms, all to the north and west, and they're all rolling straight this way. There's looking to the south. That mesa way back there is where we started this morning. Don't know why the trail had us come up on this cliff's edge, but cool view. There's all the major storms going around us. It's just to the north, and it's just far enough north where I think we'll be okay. For right now, I'm mainly moving east. Still got a couple of miles left though. I think we made it. Coming up on Torreon Road. And this setup is Camp Oasis. These guys have been advertising for months in the Facebook groups that they'd be here. And now they're in their last week. So we're just in time for dinner. Let's go see what we can get. What's up, everybody?
Hey!
The goob has arrived.
That's what I love about the... There we go.
What's up?
Pocket literally...
Here's what some of the old setup is. We got menu to order. All the hikers that have rolled in. And we'll say this guy's to blame. Sir, go ahead and introduce yourself. What is all this?
My name is Woody, and I'm the leader of a hiking group out of Albuquerque called Way Out West West Side Explorers. Our acronym is WOWI. And when we discovered about trail magic, we just thought we would go all in on it.
Awesome.
And so we have volunteers that are bringing food trays out here on a daily basis. Plus ice, we bring ice. We're kind of out here in the middle of the desert, which is really nice, I think.
This is a great spot for it too.
Oh yeah, it's a great spot, you know, and we just want hikers. We really want this to be kind of a rendezvous place for hikers.
Yeah.
So when you guys are on the trail, you know, start talking to each other and say, let's meet at Camp Oasis. We will always have plenty of food. Probably plenty of libations.
Yeah.
How's that?
That works.
Is that correct?
Yeah.
And hopefully have a nice place for you to sleep if you want to sleep. We even got cots laying around if the person wants to sleep on a cot rather than a ground for a change. And no, it's worked out really well. We've had a lot of, you guys are great. The hikers are really great. And we have about 50 volunteers involved in this.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah,
So
I didn't know it was
they're
that
coming
big.
in and out of the camp all the time. We got some porta potties over there.
Oh, sweet.
And BLM has been very good with us. They've even extended we got a permit for 1 year and they extended it to 5 more years.
Oh, great, cool.
So we're even legit.
When did you start this? How long have you been doing it?
This is our first year doing it.
First year, okay.
So we set up camp on May the 4th, and we will tear down on May the 27th.
Okay.
So
that's awesome.
And we're trying to catch the bubble where most of you guys are coming in.
Okay.
And I think we probably kind of nailed that. So.
Well, thanks again, and to all the future hikers that come through, thank you much. There's my dinner. I've ordered shepherd's pie.
Along with the chips.
I just got done getting the tent set up. There's maybe a dozen hikers here. And now I'm just going to be hanging out in the main tent, socializing. We got dessert, libations for the rest of the evening. Well, I think that's going to do it for tonight. This has been awesome. Perfect trail magic. I'd heard about this from, I think even before I started the trail. This group was posting on the Facebook groups, and so I kind of had it in the back of my mind, and it's just been awesome to actually catch up to these guys when they're still in operation. First year doing it, and they knocked it out of the park. So hopefully they keep going. Hopefully everyone else can enjoy as you guys all come through if you're doing the CDT in future years. But I think that's going to do it. I think the last thing I was going to say is that Nightcrawler's here. I think I already mentioned he's also YouTubing, so you might be able to check out his. Just search for Nightcrawler CDT to find his channel. But funny dude, just him, you know, rambling about stuff off topic is funny dude to be around in conversations. But anyway, I think that's it for today. We're going to get an awesome breakfast in the morning. So thanks for watching, and we'll see y'all in the next one.